Hey, my name is William. I'm alcoholic, sober now 17 years, just a beautiful thing. But there are a lot of other things that made me out of whack. I grew up unguided, had a sort of a guideless, uh, wandering existence that just didn't really have a good, solid core. So, among the things that I was a racist person. Just it really came from ignorance, mostly, maybe a bit of fear of the unknown. Um, Also, something that seemed to possibly be handed down a little bit from Southern roots, slave owning roots way back. When you look at our history, really racism against Native American people, uh, eventually racism in holding slaves and being a part of that evil. And it just was within me, deep within. And I still, to this day, I believe I probably have family members that have it without maybe even necessarily knowing it. I couldn't know it. I couldn't see it, know it, respond to it, make amends for it until um, I entered the 12-step process and world of 12-step Alcoholics Anonymous. I don't represent the program. I'm just someone. I've received a lot of benefits from it during the process. Uh, Growing up, it's ironic to be racist because I had a black nanny who raised me and sang songs to me, gave me a lot of love as an infant, a lot of soul, I'd say. Um, all around us, it's just irony abound because there's racism. It's just like being a slave owner family. There's racism there, but there's also acceptance and incorporation of African culture into your life too. You benefit from some of it. You benefit from some of the soul, some of the singing. You love that music. My dad did a soft shoe and sang Louis Armstrong songs and super soulful sort of musician type of guy. He had that. I'm not saying he wasn't racist. I'm just not going to declare on him. But on me, I'm a straight up rapper. I just straight love rap music since 1984. I have a lot of that African culture uh, within, benefited from it, but then also was patronizing or had that racism until I cleaned up in Alcoholics Anonymous. And the process just cleans you, I find. It tends to clean people up, clean me up. You just go over defects of character. And the irony being, of course, I've got a black sponsor. And the first man to get through to me, to get truth out of me, was at a recovery center in Palm Desert, a black man named Lee, who just had his abilities as a social worker. He had his skills. Was going through his script to a point, but I think he had his soul and his instincts that were good. He was just super effective and got the truth out of me. I was 22 and a half and admitted the truth. For me, it was about never having a girlfriend and sort of having a life that was thin on love, high on achievement, and just so this was the start of my spiritual awakening, February 7th, 1995. Long story short, with the racism is why I started this video on Martin Luther King Day, I guess, and people are tweeting a lot about racial issues, gun issues, different things I see today. But regarding the racism, it got thoroughly and beautifully expelled from me. I felt one day at Taco Bell in Pasadena, probably a few there in Pasadena, whatever. I was on Allen in Colorado. There's a Taco Bell over there. I used to go and hanging out, early sobriety, raw, 1 or 2 years sober, just sort of raw, just taking my lunch there and keeping to myself, which is not like me generally. I'm pretty talkative and outgoing, but I was raw. And physically, when you're in early recovery, you're physically a little shaky, fresh from prescribed meds and all the stuff I had OD'd on and had problems with. I was a little shaky, just having my meal, not the healthiest meal, but just hanging in there. And and I was in that mode, sitting down, waiting for my order. Two black gentlemen came in my zone, my area, standing over me a little bit, and I was in that place. I was in a deep place, meditation about recovery, my defects of character. I was writing about it at home. It was raw. I was shaky, but it was raw and it was sitting there. I knew I had done wrong and said wrong. And I looked up at these two gentlemen, these two guys. I looked up and I said, I'm sorry. Those two words, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Really sorry. They knew exactly what the frick I was talking about. They felt it. They knew what I was doing. White as mayonnaise, dude, sitting there, down and out, looking up at them, and that they didn't need to hear more. They said, "It's okay, man. It's all right, bro. It's all right. It's all right, man." So, anyone can do it. Trump can. These alt-right guys, and I have no hate for them. I feel for them. I'm formerly one of them, and God bless them. And then just I encourage everyone to reach out and give love to people who show hate. Just it's the old gospel, I guess. I'm a polytheist, man. I'm into the Bible and into the Gospels. It's food for me, and it works. It's amazing. I'm also Native Americanist. I'm also into the Native Great Spirit. No books. Just being in nature, doing what's right, being respectful, starting with the earth, honoring and loving the earth. We've lost a lot of our way declaring this United States of America from the beginning. It's a racist enterprise, and it's not without hope. We can go back and change like I did. God bless you. I love you, and may the Great Spirit bless you with the wisdom and understanding of the ancestors. I love you. Thank you. Highest blessings. Peace.